Konbanwa, minasan. Konbanwa. Welcome to Fighting Streamers. We are back again. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. We are back. It's been a while. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I couldn't get home in time. So this is instead gonna be the day when I stream. Not in the future, but for today. For today's stream. Are there any swordlings here? Oh, Goku-san, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Ben-san, welcome. Welcome. Hello, Chef-sama. I hope everything is well with you. I managed to get DMC 5 for the PlayStation 5. I had a question. Do you need to play DMC 1 through 4 to understand DMC 5? Some of it, yes. But it's still an enjoyable experience and a great game. So, it's just good. You should definitely play it. You can play the other ones later. Wakan-san, Greenman-san, welcome. Welcome. So, have you swordlings watched the new review? There was a new review out on the 25th. A very, well, it's actually one of my... Jacob-san, welcome. Konbanwa. I am very happy with that video. It's one of my... well, I would say it's... ever since the Final Fantasy VII Remake review, it's the best one. So, it's good. I really enjoyed the Demon Souls review. I enjoyed the shirt skin. Yes, I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny to do. Arigato. Yes, so if you haven't seen it, because it's not gotten that many views compared to some of my other videos. It has not even reached 1,000 views as we speak, which is very, very low. Well, hopefully there's more views coming out, but it would be great if you soldiers can share it with your family and friends, so that they can enjoy, not only enjoy the video, but also have the video reach out to more people. Oh, gomenasai. Let me get rid of this. I don't need that right now. But I should add. Hold on. Let me. Let me just do something real quick. There we go. That's better. So, this is just gonna be a hangout stream. New review? I didn't even know. I will watch it as soon as this stream is done. Oh, Ben-san, I guess a lot of people didn't even get the notification that I got. I would really recommend that you click the bell on the channel so that you get reminded of when new videos come out. Because YouTube is really bad at just getting videos out on people's feeds. So, Konbanwa Chef-sama. I can unfortunately not stick around because I have work in the morning, but I still wanted to say hi. Oh, Don-san, Donsan, arigato. Well, I hope you have a good night. Oyasumi. And I hope work goes well in the morning. Fanana-san. Hey, Seth. My friend got me your pink Super Sugoi hoodie for Christmas. Best gift ever. Oh, subarashi. That's really great. Well, I hope you enjoyed the merch. Wow, that's amazing. The review was the perfect way to start Kurisimasu. Ohayo. Oh, Womi-san. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's I think it was good. I wanted to make a Christmas special first, but I figured a lot of people, and I wanted to hang on to the review a little bit and release it a little bit later, but I thought people would probably enjoy the review, since it's been a while since I've done a game review. I just bought Persona 4 Golden and Graveyard Keeper. Very excited. Oh, that's really so good. Persona 4 Golden is amazing. That's really good. So, do your soulings have any drinks ready? Cause here's the deal. I'm not gonna be able to stream. This will be the last stream, and maybe even the last video for the year. So, I want your soulings to have a drink ready. It can be anything, and we're gonna do a kanpai at the same time. And it would in that way we can celebrate the end of the year, and hopefully for a great 2021. Hopefully we will definitely have a good year gaming wise. A lot of good games are coming out, so that's great. Let me all know if you have everything ready, and we'll share at the same time. I think that would be good. Please list every Japanese word you know, even if it's probably all of them. Oh, I couldn't do. No, that would take too long. I know Japanese very well. So, yes, that would take way too long. And even then, I would probably miss a lot of them. I would have to have a list open and just go through everyone. So it would take too long, really, Jacobo-san. But it's yes, I do know most of all, maybe all of them. Most of them, absolutely. Okay, are your soulings ready? Well, I'm gonna count from San, and we can all say kanpai. Okay? So, let's go. 3、2、1、乾杯! All right. That was great. Well, that was our celebration. That was us celebrating the end of the year. Hold on, there's some stuff that I have to turn off in the background. Let's see what it is. Oh, gomenasai, my soulings. I am currently. Hold on, just a second. Okay, I think we are good. We should be good. So, here's the deal. I was streaming at 60 FPS, even though my camera can't my camera can't even go that high. So I just had to turn the stream off, change the frames per second, and start the stream because it was using up way too much resources. But here we are. We're back. No issues. No issues. Omoruso-san, konbanwa, konbanwa. Yes, we had we was over at our parents' place. It was just me, Dave, and our parents. As you all know, because of the pandemic, we can't really see that many relatives at the time. And we would have gone and seen our uncle, but he was sick. Well, he had stomach issues. So nothing related to the pandemic, thankfully. But I had a great time. It was great. We just had some dinner, and we just stayed over. I was watching. So since we didn't really have a lot of things to do, we decided we were gonna watch. We had to find something to watch, and I suggested that we would watch Konosuba. Me, my brother, and my parents, and we watched all of that on Christmas. We watched, or most of it. We watched the first season, and it was really funny. I've of course already seen it, but yes, Ben-san, yes, we reached the goal, so we were able. I was able to pay for all of it, and now it's working. Really subarashi. Yes, it's already actually doing better. It wasn't that big of a deal. Apparently, had eaten something bad or something like that, or something that he couldn't. He was probably allergic to, or something along those lines. But yes, other than that, he's doing fine. Oh, so, how are you shortlings doing on this, well, I guess Sunday night, for most of you, or Monday morning, or I guess Sunday afternoon, some people? Dimbo-san, you're doing good, that's good. Can I ask a question about your review? I know your opinion is objective and shouldn't be challenged, but I'm confused why you gave Demon Souls a 15 out of 400 instead of 0 out of 400. Well, you see, a game can't get that low of a score, because that's not, since I'm an objective reviewer, I have to at least give it some score for the stuff that it did. I wouldn't say right, but that were absolutely terrible. Even though the weapons and stuff didn't work, moving around with the character worked fine, I guess. Camera worked fine, so it got some points for that. But yes, a very low one, of course. But yes, the Denki Bunko scoring system is something that I've been thinking about using for a long time, and it's a very good one. The Famitsu one is also really great, but the Genki Bunko scoring system is it's a way more detailed scoring system. Past midnight, doing some Anki decks to improve my Japanese skill. Yes, well, I'm glad I could answer that question. Yes, nothing. In reality, nothing really deserves 0, unless the game is just can't even run to begin with. That's when it would get a 0. Hadok-san, what do you think? Oh, the new Eva stuff. It looks very interesting. I haven't seen any since when was the last big thing, Eva thing? I don't remember. Yes, it's the objective score. A subjective score would be 0. Yes, because then it's based off of their. It's just based off of feeling, and that's not how you do a review. That's not a fair way to score something. It just means that they really hate what they're playing. Of course, I did not enjoy Demon Souls in the slightest, but other from being a very baka game, it's kind of amusing as just a bad game, I guess. But even then, not worth playing. There were some really baffling design choices that are just that wouldn't be in a good game, and it's just amusing how the developers even thought it was a good idea. Because this is not From Software is not a company that makes that purposely makes bad games like Nintendo. They just don't know. They just don't know what they're doing. One of the Konosuba's original logos was a FF parody. What are we talking about here? But yes, if you give something a 0 out of 10 or a 0 out of 40 or 0 out of 400, it just means that you're just angry at the game and you can't give a fair score. And you're not a reviewer, so you should just, at that point, you should just stop making reviews. If you can't do that. From Software should go back to their roots and create quality JRPGs like Enchanted Arms. I have played Enchanted Arms. Yes, it's that game is very interesting. Actually, that's cool. So here's the thing with From Software. Back in the day, they made a video game series called Kingsfield. That game was a very impressive early PlayStation game. They also made, they've also made a lot of mech games. Armored Core is one was also really respectful to Japanese culture and just Japanese entertainment. Very faithful. And Miyazaki, I don't know. They started at. So I didn't even know that From Software were the ones who made. I was shocked when I found out that From Software was the one who made the first Kingsfield game, because that was an impressive PlayStation 1 game for its time. The graphics were insane in 1994. Although I never played it myself. Speaking of Souls games, on Christmas Eve, my younger cousin were playing Dark Souls on Nintendo Switch, and he said that he loves it. I guess there's no hope for him at this point. Probably not. That's the worst combination I can think of, Nintendo and Dark Souls. Well, that is awful. It was in an art book. They also had Monster Hunter parody logo. What art book? What are we? Oh, I see the Konosuba. Konosuba had parody logos. Because I can see that. Because it is a parody on a lot of video games and such. Do you prefer Western comedy or Japanese style comedy? Japanese style comedy, absolutely. There is no compare. You can't even compare the two. Come on now, there's no. Western comedy is just really boring. There's no it's just. I've watched that, tried watching stand up and understand. It's just someone rambling over and over, and it's not it's just really bad. Now, if you watch superior Japanese comedy, like Mantai, I suggest to go watch Downtown. Downtown is a really great Japanese comedy duo. They play off of each other really great, and it's actually funny. Yes, there's also gonna be a Batsu game. Have they talked about if because they are getting older now, and I don't know how long they will be able to make Batsu games. Yes, Matsumoto Hamada. I also like the Kokoriko guys, like Endo and Tanaka. Of course, Yamasaki or Jose is also really great. They're all great. They're just really great comedians, all of them. Do you think there are any funny gaijin? No. Not that I I've not even stumbled upon one, unless it's maybe a YouTuber who's funny, but other than that, I have not. No. When it comes to professional comedians, I've not seen a single one. I have a pretty cool idea for a JRPG, Steph-sama. Can you please tell me what you think? Imagine a world map, turn-based battle system, well-written characters, and then a great evil comes and threatens the world. That's a good start. That's a really good. That's a good start of a story. The premise is great. That's pretty much all you need for a great JRPG. Remember to also make sure you have great character designs that you can relate to. Not even Gabriel Iglesias. No, I don't know who that is. Duka-san, maybe you, Seth-sama, or do you see yourself as an honorary Japanese? I do relate more with Japanese people. I don't consider myself a comedian, but I have some sense. I would say that I have better humor than a lot of Westerners. I can tell you that. I have, which is interesting. I have better humor. I'm funnier than most Westerners who consider themselves comedians, and I'm not even a comedian. Mr. Video Games, great wise one. What are your feelings on Square's Saga series? They're great. They're great games. Have you played the games? The Romancing Saga 2 and 3? They're on PlayStation 4 right now, and you can get them. They're really great. Also, I played the first one on WonderSwan. That was a great time as well. How do you feel about Samdono? He has a comedy YouTube channel. It's a comedy YouTube channel? Really? Well, I think he's interesting. That's for sure. You write that down. That's great. Yes, yes, that's an important thing, and also it's great to have different. Remember, it's important when you make characters, not only that they're well written, but that that you make different types of. Well, let's say you have like the hero character is very important. It's very important that the hero character is relatable and likable, and he cares about justice, deep within at least. Some main characters start off, let's just say, in comparison, Gurandia 2, Ryudo, has a very, well, he has a rude exterior, but deep inside he's a very good person who wants to help people. And it's important to at least, the core of the character is that they're a good person. That's very important for a main character. A lot of Westerners don't seem to get that. Looking at you, Grand Theft Auto. Your channel is definitely one of the funniest on YouTube. Oh, arigato, Fanara-san. That's great. Well, I do want to get some funny jokes in there in my in my videos. I think it's important to lighten the mood, especially if the video gets very serious. There needs to be a balance. I enjoy killing God with a chainsaw in the original. Oh, that's it. The original Saga game is a really interesting one. I would suggest you solely check it out on the Wonder Swan. It's very hard to find, but there is a translation for it. For those of you who don't know Japanese very well, there is a fan translation. Dark Souls? What about Dark Souls? Dado-san, what about it? Bagu-san, hello Seth-sama. I saw your Demon Souls review and I thought it was very accurate. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, if you haven't seen my Demon Souls review, it's up right now. And if you haven't shared it with any of your friends or nakama or family, just make sure you do that. Because the video is not doing too great. Oh! Bagu-san! Arigato for the 550 yen! Arigato! Oh, by the way, this is not a donation goal. This is just a counter that I put up. So that we can see just how many donations have been made for every stream. But so I guess you can't really see it though. Yes, it's a Kifu counter for all the contributions. I thought it would be fun, and also you Swordlings will see how all the contributions on screen. I think my friends and family would rather dislike the review because you would because they would think too emotionally. Maybe the review will change their mind. Because I am a very objective reviewer. We sort of should all play a game together. Something Japanese, of course. Now, my ideas is that I want to play fighting games with the Swordlings. That is the closest thing that I play a lot of multiplayer with. when it comes to versus or multiplayer games, it's usually fighting games or games that I play online. But I really, it would be fun to play. I have never played Final Fantasy XIV. That would be an interesting one. I would not be able to stream it, unfortunately. It's a high score. Yes, yes. That's a very good way of putting it. Is it okay to own a Nintendo Switch? If just to own to play games, no. But if you are a reviewer and you do it to review bad Nintendo games, then it's understandable. Of course, I hope that you got that if any of you own a Switch, you got it second hand, so you could just for analysis and reviewing sake know what makes a bad game. I think it's important. So if you want to be a good game designer, you should play some Nintendo games just to see what not to do in games. And of course, I know it's. I have played a lot of Nintendo games for the channel, unfortunately, but I think it also made me appreciate the ones that are good more because of that. And how much because it's just some of the design choices in those bad games are just absolutely, they're just a bunch of really incompetent people making it's just I don't understand some of the choices, and I get really mad at the Nintendo because they do most of them make bad games on purpose. What is also bad about Demon's Souls is that it has no Japanese voiceovers for characters. Yes, I noticed that. Just English from what I know. It's just another proof that it is a Western game for bakas. Yes, it is targeted for Westerners. Definitely. Seb-san, love the video, Sef-sama. Oh, arigato. Arigato. Yes, I hope you've seen the new Demon's Souls review. I was very happy with it. What's your opinion on Nintendo exclusives from third-party developers, like No More Heroes? It's unfortunate because, well, they probably didn't even want to release it on Nintendo systems to begin with. So, unfortunately they have to, unfortunately there's some games that are held back from great creators because they have to release it on Nintendo systems. Luckily, some games are able to escape the Nintendo, well, the Switch prison, and be released for other platforms and improved upon, and just made it in the way that they wanted to make it, which is very. Those are some good ones. Mohun, yes, Mohun Wardo is a very good one. I've heard the new one was bought by exclusively from Nintendo, timed exclusive. So the new Monster Hunter Rise is coming for the Switch, and then later it's getting released on other platforms. It's a good game locked to a very bad platform. Yes, and you shouldn't support that. You shouldn't support it. So from your Demon's Souls, would you say Demon's Souls is a masterpiece? No, more like a masterpiece. It's a really mess. That's not what I said. I gave the game 15 out of 400, which is a very bad score. It's an awful game. Don't play it. The fact that this Gaia 6 will only be on the Switch still brings me pain. And the worst part is, it's gonna be out on the PS4 in Japan, but not in the West. So, I guess we better get ready to import it from Japan, because that's the way it's going to be. Yes, Nintendo bought exclusive rights to some of the Dragon Quest 11 stuff to be released. Not the game itself, but they were forced to hold back on the PS4 version to make the PS4 version look worse. So when they release it on Switch later, I feel bad for Square Enix for being put in a position like that. Dang, I thought you said it was 400 out of 15. No, Natsu-san, it's I'm using the Begenki Bunko scoring system, which you rate between 0 and 400. For RPGs made by non-Japanese developers attempting to replicate classic JRPG titles. I don't understand. That happens a lot. Bitsan, do you play Fortnite? No, I made a review. You can go check out my review on Fortnite to hear my opinion on that. Are you attempting to honor Japan's superior game design, or just trying to be cheap cash grabs based on their popularity? Games such as Cosmic Star Heroine and Indivisible. I've seen that Indivisible game, and it's definitely, wasn't it a big failure? I believe it was. I believe it failed really hard, from what I understand. What is a game you're looking forward to? Final Fantasy 16. It's coming out next year. Play the KFC console. I saw that. Is that real or is it a joke? Apparently, keeps the you can put the chicken in there to keep it warm, which is interesting. Pipa-san, hey Seth, quick question. Do you think that Germany would have won the First World War if they would have taught their troops to use a sword? Interesting scenario. You probably mean something like a katana. I would say any side would have a doesn't really matter which side it is. If anyone has close combat experience, whether it's with a sword, with something like kusarigama, or just judo or karate, or aikido, that would just make it way more. They would be way more viable that way, and that in of itself would be very beneficial to in a war. Seth-sama, my friend Jack is a huge fan. Can you give a kawaii shout out, please? Yaku-san, arigato for being a swordling, and arigato for enjoying my videos. I hope you enjoy the future videos that are coming out as well. Wolf-san, oh yes, Chef-sama, I got an amazing rice cooker for Christmas. I am in love. I don't know how I ate rice before compared to this. Yes, rice cookers are really great. There's a reason why almost every every Japanese person have a rice cooker because they're just perfect. They make the rice just great. You can make it on your own as well, but the rice cooker just makes the rice perfect without you having to pay attention to it. I think they would have won, but not against Japan. Absolute no. Yes, no, they wouldn't. The chicken chamber is a genius idea, you have to admit. It's interesting, I would say. It's definitely interesting because snacks and video games go hand in hand. So I would say combining snacks and video games is a good idea. I don't know if it's a good premise, but I don't know if they executed it in a way that would be good. We have to wait and see how that plays out. Hey Seth, can I shout out my friend Brendan Ernest? He is brand new into the Japanese art scene. Oh, really? Well, Brendan Ernest. Arigato for enjoying. Well, I hope you enjoy the wonders of Japanese culture. I'm sure you will. Japanese art is and entertainment is the best in the world, and I hope you I hope you have a great time. What is the best Japanese meal to cook if you have the time? Tonkatsu is not very hard to make. I've made it several times. If any of you other sortings have any other suggestions, leave them in the chat now. I'm sure a lot of sortings will enjoy. Tonkatsu is it's very easy to make. And it's not too expensive and it doesn't take that much time. So I would suggest it. Seth, what part of Japan would you like to live in? And have you ever visited before? Yes, a couple of years ago. I visited Japan with my parents. It was only in Tokyo. But I really enjoyed it. It's the best country in the world. And I don't know where I want to live. So next time I'm traveling to Japan, I'm gonna be traveling the country. And I'm gonna go to a bunch of places and see where I want to live in the future. Those are the plans. Josa. Oh, that's also a very good one. It's not very hard to make. Since you can deep fry stuff in your pan. I've done that several times before I got a deep fryer for that stuff. But it is, I would suggest doing it in a frying pan. I think that's the best one. That's what I usually go with when I make gyoza. Gyudon, yes, also. It's there's a lot of, here's the thing, there's a lot of tasty Japanese dishes that are really, really oishi, and they're not very hard to make either. There's a lot of easy to make and really tasty ones. And I would suggest you sortings look up some Japanese recipes. There's some really good ones. I never wanted to leave. No, I didn't want to. But well, I was only there on vacation. But next time, it's gonna be. I'm gonna do some work there. And when I'm going next time, I'm definitely gonna be recording it. I'm definitely gonna be recording a video. Or a bunch of videos even. And I won't be going with my parents that time. Because they were, well, I was kind of restricted on what I wanted, where I wanted to go, and what I wanted to do, because they're getting older, and they didn't really have the energy or well, the interest, unfortunately, to check out most of the stuff that I wanted to. So I couldn't do much there. I did go out by myself in the evenings when they were in at the hotel. That was a good time. I went to a couple of bars and I played some pachinko. That was great. Can't wait for videos from Nihon. Please post some vlogs from the beautiful Japanese nature. That's what I'm thinking about. Although I don't know when I will be able to do that. I don't have that. Don't expect any videos soon. It's definitely gonna be a while. Probably years before I'll be able to do that. But when that happens, I definitely will be making videos. Did you hear that Disney is having a Japanese animation studio create an anime for Star Wars? I think it's super cool because it could introduce Westerners to the wonders of anime. Yes, like I've said before, the Japanese, I don't care for Star Wars. I think it's boring. And it's also, well, handled really badly. But there's something even Westerners seems to agree with. That Westerners can't make anything Star Wars related, even though it was created by a Westerner, which is interesting. But yes, if the Japanese makes an anime based on Star Wars, it would be very interesting, as long as they have Japanese writers. Dedede-san, can I get a shout out? Yes, Dedede-san, arigato. Arigato for coming into the stream. Goku, yes, I did. I don't have it any. No, yes, I have. Kosi-san. Opinions on the new seasonal anime coming out soon. Oh! Hidetaka Miyazaki. I don't think that's the real one.
After watching your video, Seth, I must apologize for the travesty I created with demons. Souls. I hereby promise never make a bad video game again. Thank you for opening my eyes, Seth. Much love.
As if Miyazaki would say something like that. That was a funny one. Arigato for the 100 yen. So, the new seasonal anime, Promise Neverend, High Rise Tower Invasion, etc. I have not kept up. I've talked about it before, but I've not been able to keep up with anime for this year or for anything coming up. I've been very busy this year, and I really want to get back into anime, but it's I want to get back into it, so I can't really say much about it, unfortunately. But arigato for the question. Zero-chan, hello Seth-sama. What is your opinion on Tokyo Ghoul? Oh, it's sugoi. I like it. I think it's great. Bono-chan, hey Seth-sama, have you heard about the Sonic Cycle? If so, what are your thoughts? I don't know what that means. No. What I think about the Dot Hack series? Oh, I started playing the first one, and I think it's super. Yes, it's a very impressive game. When I played the first one, I've never played anything like it. It's a great game. You should definitely check it out. I remember when I didn't know what to expect. I didn't actually know anything about it until I started playing it, and I got it for the PlayStation 2, and I was blown away. It was. I did not expect it to be that interesting. It's very cool. Yeah, that is son. I have merch. That's right. That's yes. Let me. There we go. And by the way, I have expanded the store. The storefront has more. I have mugs. I have more stickers. I also have pants now. Although they are very expensive. Unfortunately, I did go as low as I could with them, but they are pretty expensive. But I've put in a lot of new stuff in there. I am currently thinking about doing new designs. I am really interested in working on new designs for the channel and the storefront. I'm liking the ones that I have, but I think I need a different variants of the Super Sugoi design. Will definitely be putting some up on Patreon for people to for Super Swordlings who wants to see what designs I'm gonna be using. And I will make sure to have 2 new designs. That's the idea. Have you tried Cyberpunk 2077 yet? If not, any interest in trying it? No. It was never interesting to begin with. It looked like a bad game all the way from the first time they showed the gameplay. I don't know when that was, a year ago or something. And yes, apparently it's been taken down. It's been taken down on the PlayStation. Good on Sony for doing that. It's good to see that another broken Western game just get taken down. They should have done that with more Western games. So I'm glad that someone is finally doing something about it. Maybe now Westerners will see. They will probably not learn how to make good games. AAA developers, that is. But they will definitely not be, if they're smart or even competent in the slightest, they would look at this and say, wow, we can't start releasing broken games anymore. Which is it's a good sign. It's good on Sony. It's said on Steam finally. So .hack is .hack on Steam? I didn't know that. A pair of Jinkin Kurosu Ryubudo Taijutsu pants would be perfect thing to wear while honing my kata. Yes, it would. Absolutely. Why do Western developers always seem to release broken games? I don't know. It's very strange. It's because if you look at games like, wasn't that the Skyrim game also really broken with a lot of bugs and stuff, and people were just ignoring it? Or I guess Westerners were ignoring it because they're conditioned to think it's okay. It's very strange. The Western gaming industry is just very full of bacas. Oh, I'm out of Pepsi. I think I need to get some new ones soon. So yes, new video came out. I have a few videos planned that I'm gonna be making. Probably not this year, but we will see. They always release patches after the release, but it seems like they don't care in which state they release games. Yes, exactly, they don't care, because they probably think, oh, we can fix it later. What? I don't understand. Why not make a good game to begin with? A game that isn't broken? Because when you release a bad game, when you release a broken game, it puts a bad taste in people's mouth. At least not people who aren't idiots. They would think, what is this? And even if they fix the game, they're not gonna want to play it because they have a bad experience and they've moved on. They don't want any more. They don't want to do anything about it anymore. Yada. Truthfully, I still think that The Witcher 3 is by far the company's best work. Maybe so. I've not played it. I don't expect too much from that, but compare it to Cyberpunk. Yes, you can't really compare it from what it seems like. Witcher 3 did not get taken down, so there's that. Have you played Sonic Robo Blast 2? It seems nice game, but I think it lacks some Japanese spirit in it. I have seen it. It looks interesting. Of course, Sega fans are some of the best game creators when it comes to the indie scene. They make some of the greatest stuff. I mean, if you think about it, Sonic Mania is partially a Sonic fan game, in a way. Because it was made by a real fan. And a great game designer who appreciates Japanese game design. And knows how it works. Who have worked with other Japanese peoples and have been accepted in their society. Yes, it seems like Westerners are just accept broken games. I don't know why. Even Nintendo is better in this aspect than Western studios. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess so. But they're bad games, so that are made to be bad on purpose, so they're not that much better. Where can I find the streams after they end? I go to your videos tab and I can never find them. I don't have them up on the channel. I have them unlisted and put in a exclusive an exclusive playlist for members. But the stream can be watched. The stream that is, let's say this stream will be up for a week. up until the next stream comes out. Then this one will be unlisted. Because otherwise there will just be a bunch of streams on my whole channel, and I don't want that. I want the streams to be something you catch when they're live, and if you want to watch them later, you have to either be a member, which by the way is only $1, I believe, to be a member, or you can also go on my Twitter and there's links to them there. From the tweets, you can find them right there. But those are only the recent streams, the fighting streamers streams. If you want really old ones, the first streams I did from years ago, those are only available for members and super swordlings on Patreon. But yes, if any of the fighting streamers one are available, you can find them on the Twitter if you want to. One I can think of is maybe Final Fantasy 15, but it was in a far better state. Final Fantasy 15 was great when it came out. It wasn't a broken game. It was not a broken game when it came out. So even then. Opinions on Minecraft. I made a review on Minecraft. As some of you know, I'm a reviewer. First and foremost, a reviewer on this channel, and I make game reviews. I made a Minecraft review back in 2015, I believe. It's been a long time, and that was. It still holds up to this day. It was a very objective review. Apparently the game has changed a lot since then. I've heard some people say I should go back and look into it, and well, I don't see the point of it, but I can't see it has changed that drastically to go from an awful game to a good game. I can't see that. Huh. Any interest in the Warhammer or Warhammer 40k universe, be it the tabletop, video games, or books? Games Workshop really built a great universe with a lot of great lore and diversity. No, it doesn't interest me. It's one of those nerd things that I'm not too into. And I remember there was a lot of nerds that went to my school that care about Warhammer. So, no, I don't have an interest in that. Hey Seth, so I was rewatching your Bloodborne video. Do you think it was a good idea to use the 7 Dragon Balls to revive Shadow and not destroy Nintendo for good? Would you change what you did in hindsight? Well, no, the Seth-sama in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show actually didn't, well, you see, Shadow had just died, and of course he wanted to revive Shadow. That's what he wanted to do. But remember, the Dragon Balls were cursed in Nintendo's favor. So if he used the Dragon Balls to get rid of Nintendo, it would probably just revive them immediately, and so it wouldn't have made any difference. Let's see. for me, the story and later parts of the game felt a bit broken to me. But I guess objectively it isn't broken. No, it wasn't. No, it's a great game, all the way through. Chef-sama, are there any Japanese YouTubers that you would recommend us, besides you, of course? Yes, Korone-chan you should watch. Korone and Pekoraus are my favorite Japanese YouTubers, or I guess VTubers. Also, it's more, well, it's what they go by. But there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones out there. There's a bunch of them are very successful in the West as well. So you can probably find out a bunch of them. But those are my two favorite ones. Hey Chef-sama, I'm finally getting married to Sephiroth. Can I get your opinion on our love, and do you approve of me to marry your son? I don't know, that's not my... No, I don't have a son named Sephiroth. Are you marrying someone named Sephiroth? Interesting. Busy-san. Chef, sorry I am late. I love the review. Really proud of you doing so much to keep your internet going, putting out a video. Even with all the baka experiences lately, robbery, etc. Super Sugoi. Yes, there's been a lot of weird things going on lately. This month has been very crazy, very eventful to say the least. But it's all good now. It's all good. Arigato. To be clear to other sorlings, Sesama had a neighbor experience a break-in recently. He himself was thankfully not robbed. Yes, exactly. I bet you put those Warham nerds in their place, their own lockers. Some of them, yes. They got taught a lesson, definitely. They need to be put down a notch, definitely. Otherwise, they would do something really bad, and we're not gonna talk about, because they have tendencies to do drastic things. Do you know only in Japan? I love his videos. Yes, I have. I do know who that is. I've not watched a lot of their videos, but yes, I should look into that. When we will get another video from Chef-sama, Chef-sama's storyline universe, it would be nice to see Shadow again. Oh, that won't be happening just yet. Gaiden is not continuing in as you all know, Gaiden is put on hold until I have the right equipment and health to make them. But we will see. I'll let you sortings know when stuff is happening. But when it comes to other videos, I of course, if you all know, there's a big gap in the timeline. Let me pull up the timeline. 違う! Hold on. So, what do you mean no? What is this? Here we go. So, and let's go down all the way. as you see here is the 5-year search for Shadow. And in this we have a couple of videos that happen. Noctis joins, Logan Paul in Japan, Seth Daddy is defeated, and then there's Iga's, the Iga video, and then Breath of the Wild happens 5 years later. So, in between, so from Breath of the Wild all the way up to here, there's a bunch of events happening that has not been shown in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show yet. So I am there's definitely a lot of stuff that you Swordlings are gonna there's a lot of information you Swordlings don't know. Yes, it's a very, I think that is one of the cooler moments in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. Very respectful. I was very happy with that. Is Shadow okay? I'm a little worried about him since he haven't heard from him in a little while. Yes, what happened? So what happens in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show? The end of the Sephiroth Sword 57 show, Shadow gets Nintendo gets rid of Shadow. As most of you know, Shadow was brainwashed into working with Nintendo, and now Nintendo once Shadow when he had no use for Shadow anymore, he threw him into another dimension, and we don't know what happened to Shadow after that. You would have to see what happens with that in the future. There might be something happening. Wellington-san, Ohio. But yes, one of my favorite parts of this year was definitely the Iga part. I suggest you sort of check out the Aria of Sorrow review to see the ending in that. It's very good. What happened to Seth Daddy 57? Is he safe? No, I killed him. He got killed. But if you watched the April Fool's video from earlier this year, there might be, there's something happening in that is related to Chef Daddy 57. I was literally shaking during that video. Yeah, it's a very powerful moment, right? Yeah, yes, Wami-san. That's what happens at the end of Gaiden. Yes, it's hinted that they're gonna start training together, and that is something that you Swordlings are, look forward to that. How are you not in prison if you murdered him? Well, it's just in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show, and it's Seth-sama from the Sephiroth Sword 57 show who did it. So it's all just a story. It's for the purpose of telling. It's fiction. So it's not. I would try and not kill anyone unless I have to. Yes, he's a very annoying and baka. Chef Daddy is a very, as you saw, we tried to do a review together. He was always annoying. He was always trying to pick a fight with me. He wasn't a very, Chef Daddy wasn't a bad, but he was a very annoying person. But oh yes, no, I'm the one playing Chef Daddy 57. As you've seen from the April Fool's video, I made sure to show people that it wasn't actually me, the real me. That was just me doing a character. Since you are Sephiroth Sword 57, what happened to the other 56 Sephiroth Swords? I don't know if there's anyone else besides me. I think I don't think there's other ones. I don't know, maybe. Regaining honor through harakiri or seppuku. This is something that what Westerners should consider sometimes. Wow. If that was the case, there would be a lot of harakiri happening in the West. Because Westerners don't know the concept of shame, I think. I don't think they understand. Looking good as always, Dad. Well, I'm not your dad, but arigato. Arigato. Can you sing a song for us live? I have been thinking about singing the Fist of the North Star opening again on stream. I did that back in the day on Twitch. That was one song that I want to do a karaoke stream. But I want more songs. I want to do a full karaoke stream where I sing a bunch of songs. I don't want to do too many new ones because I have plans for a lot of cover songs in the future for videos. But I would definitely go over the older ones that I've made and do you could say a recover. Have I written any original songs? I'm not a composer. I am a musician, but I have back in the day when I was getting really into music, I made a few original songs for fun. Most of them are forgotten and just disappeared over the years. Chef, did you know there are multiple GIFs of you on Facebook Messenger? I did not know that. Is it something that people use often? Me and my friends use them often. Really? Interesting. I don't use Facebook. I only use Twitter as social media. I never used Facebook. Does your brother still stream? I don't know. I don't really watch his streams. Especially since that last stream he did where he kept saying bad things about Sonic 3. I absolutely do not want to watch his streams after that. even though it was a joke apparently. I don't wanna watch that. All he says is that he, because I asked him during Christmas if he had streamed, and he said no, I don't really stream that much. I only stream whenever I want to. Is pretty much what he said. When he has the time. So that's pretty much it for that. I don't really watch his streams. But he did a good work on the Demon Souls video. He did the editing for that video. For those of you who wondered, with my instructions, of course. I gave him notes on how he was supposed to edit it. But he did a good job. And he's reliable in that way. So in a sense, he has made videos for this channel, like he said he was gonna in the beginning. In a way. Is your brother a fan of Baka Western video games? I've never talked to him about Western video games. I don't. We only talk about JRPGs and stuff when we talk about games, because he does play a lot of JRPGs and enjoys them. Unfortunately, he has played some Nintendo games and he enjoyed those. Because he grew up with Nintendo. So, there unfortunately is that. But yes, Dave is... I don't know if there's a link in the description to his... I think no, those are only in the reviews. Where he actually made some work on it. There's a link to his stuff there. Dave definitely needs to upload more on his channel. He has a unique video style. Oh, that's right. He has a channel that he doesn't really upload to that much. I guess go and subscribe to Dave Pretendo on YouTube. There's a link to it on the channel if you want to. In the review, the monumental awaits above scene was hilarious. How do you think such terrible character design and color palette is successful? Are fans of the game lying to themselves? Yes, definitely. I thought that was because she just wouldn't shut up in that woman in there. It was really annoying. Every time I tried to talk to her, she said the same stuff. And when you get to the Nexus the first time, she keeps talking and saying the same things, and she keeps talking in the background when you're not even talking to her. Really annoying. Why don't you edit your own videos? Is it because you don't have the software? I have edited some videos, but Dave is faster, and I don't. It's the least fun part to me. It's just boring to do. What are your thoughts on Sephiroth joining Smash? You can look it up on my channel. I made a video. Well, I guess it's not my latest video, but the video before that, and my reaction is pretty much sums that up. What is your least favorite game made by From Software? Least favorite game? Well, it would have to be Demon Souls. Because the weapons aren't even working in that game. And they do, even though they also feel awful, at least the weapon that you start with actually works in Dark Souls. I bet they realized how broken Demon Souls was and they needed to fix it in the sequel. But they still didn't fix enough. They couldn't fix enough. But yes, I would suggest you so at least go and check out the review, the Demon Souls review, the latest video on the channel. If you so want, we can watch it together. I think that would be a good thing for those of you who haven't seen it. What do you Swordlings think? How do you get a Japanese girlfriend, Sef-sama? I'm in Spain, but the S is silent right now. Oh, pain. I understand. Yes, a lot of bad things are happening. Westerners are just being crazy, acting crazy right now. And I feel bad for people, normal people, that aren't broken Westerners in those areas. That have to deal with these crazy people. Well, first of all, you need to go to Japan, or at least be in contact with someone on the internet. But I would suggest going to Japan for that stuff. It's way easier when you're in contact with a Japanese girl, definitely. Although that's hard at the moment, you should definitely check it up online, or you can definitely find a lot of Japanese people are active online, which is great. Let me read up. Hold on. Da-san. Konbanwa to you too. Sorry for coming in late. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. They don't look alike because Sef-sama is the handsome brother. Well, we do look alike, but we are a bit different. We're nothing alike when it comes to personality, definitely. A watch along is always a nice time. Okay, yes. I've heard on a podcast that there are some Westerners that are going to try to bomb Nintendo headquarters. I hope it's true. What? Wow. Are Westerners that upset right now? Well, even Nintendo fans, can you believe it? They're going are they actually turning on Nintendo? Have they broken free from the brainwashing that much? It seems like it. Interesting. I'll watch it myself. I like to watch your videos while eating ramen and drinking tea. Oh, naruhodo. I see. Well, I will be watching it on stream, but you can pause the video while we're watching, or pause the stream. Or just turn the volume down while we're watching. It's 10 minutes long, so I will let you know when we start watching, if you want to watch later. I've watched it, but I can watch it countless times. That's great. Yes, I'm really happy with that video. I just placed an order in your Iryohin-ten, Sef-sama. Oh, arigato, Momi-san. Arigato. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the merch. That's great. Sef-sama, I've been dying to ask you this. What do you think about Misa from Death Note? I think she's a good character. I'm trying to settle an argument between friends. I had to get your opinion since you're an anime expert. Naruhodo. Yes, she's a great character. She's written to be, well, as you all know, Naito or Kira isn't very interested in her, and that's part of it. Is that she really likes him, but he's not. He's obviously don't. It's a very interesting relationship, and the dynamic is interesting. It's good. It's good. She's a good character, and that role it's perfect for her. Do I like Berserk? I do think it's a great manga. I unfortunately cannot read it because it's very dark and it's very brutal. I have a hard time with it, reading it, but it's great. It's great. Pete-san, Seth-sama, can you say Justin, Julio, and Aaron radiate big PP energy? Mago squad for life. Me and my friends are huge fans. Pretty please, Seth-sama. Well, I did say it. Well, I'm sure that was good. Kira is too cool for her. I agree. That's why the story takes that approach. Risado, Seth-sama, have you ever considered making a movie review? I know you might have things to say about certain Baka films and animation studios, especially Studio Ghibli, aka Disney's little pet. There are some good Ghibli movies, but when it comes to I have been thinking about making reviews. It's hard though because of copyright. Games are way more viable in that way. Using any type of footage from movies just doesn't really work. Unfortunately, it's very hard to make it work. So I've not thought about it in a long time because of that. Unfortunately, some videos can be taken down because of it. So it's if I put a lot of time into a video and people can't even see it, that's not very good. Have you thought about trying out a new hair or beard style? I have. I have tried a bunch of different ones in the past. It's been a while though. Dark Souls takes inspiration from Berserk. Yes, take is the emphasis is take or steal rather. They've stolen ideas from Berserk. Instead of being inspired and make something interesting out of it, they just straight up take something from it. Very disrespectful. It's awful. I wish you would have said you didn't like her. In my opinion, Misa is super annoying. I kinda wish Naito killed her off. But that's the point. You have to. Don't you see? The reason why you find her annoying is because she's meant to be that type of character. You have to see it from the story's perspective and not from your own perspective. Because if you notice what the character is supposed to be, then it means it's a good character for that story. So that's how it is. She fills a role that a lot of people either like or dislike, and that's the point of the character. Is that people are gonna feel different about them. Yeah, Berserk is dark, but the detail and depth of character it explains every little thing about Guts and why he's the man he is. he's explained why he doesn't like being touched, why he's antisocial. It's beautiful. It is. I think it's very worth. If you can handle a lot of violent, really dark, depressing stuff, Berserk is really great. Me personally, I can't. But if you can, definitely check out Berserk. It's good. Has great characters. Anyway, let's start the viewing. Let's watch a video together, my swordlings. First off, I need to get it. Oh, I need to get it up and running. I accidentally put the wrong thing there. Not that one. This one. And then, oh, I need to add the goal. Wait, it already is there on screen. I wasn't expecting to do anything like this, so let's put it there. And let's watch a video together. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? No. I am interested in checking it out to see how badly they screwed up Japanese culture. But other than that, no. I don't want to pay money to play that. Oh, before I leave, Sef-sama, who's your favorite Final Fantasy VII character? And who would you marry from Final Fantasy VII? Oh, that's a good... I would say, as a wife, Aerith would be very, very, very good. She would be great. A great partner, I think. If she, well, you all know what happens. I don't want to spoil it for some of you swordlings who are playing through the remake, but and are waiting and haven't played the original, so I'm not gonna say too much about her at the moment. Hold on while I get this up and running. I need to get a browser up so we can watch the video together. Jesse-san, hello there, Chef-sama. I've recently been trying to work out. Any routines you do for a starter like me, or tips? Well, it depends on what kind of workout you do. I personally are just doing martial arts. If you're doing martial arts, it really depends on what you're doing. Me personally, I just do since I have my own style of martial arts. That is my workout. So it really depends on what you're trying to do. Okay, let's get this working. Has COVID-19 affected your video making at all? No, not really. It hasn't really changed that much. Okay, work. Why is it not working? Hurry! Hurry up! Work! Why is it not working? Hurry up! What is it doing? What is this? Let me pause the music for us for a little bit. It says that it's using up 96 memory. I don't know what that means. And it's the computer got really slow for... What is this? Turn this off. Turn it off. There we go. That should be better. Where's the video? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Now, let's hurry up. We're gonna put it in the... There we go. This should be working. Okay. Yes, here we go. So, this is my review of Demon Souls that we're gonna watch. No, stop. So let's watch it together, my swordlings. Let me just read up on chat before we start watching it. Oh, there's a thing here. Hold on. There's a thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, better. So, let's watch this video together. Oh, it's not okay. What? Okay, doesn't matter. There we go. We're watching. This should be good. So, this is my Demon Souls review that was released on Friday. I'm very happy with this video, and I'm sure for those of you Soulings who haven't seen it yet, you're gonna enjoy this viewing experience together. So, without further ado, let's go. That's a real quote, by the way.
As you all know, a new era of gaming is here thanks to the astonishing PlayStation 5. We are all excited to create new precious memories for the next 10 years with masterpieces like Final Fantasy XVI, Eiyuden Chronicles, and Project Atia.
But unfortunately, there is one cash grab game that snuck its way into the PlayStation 5's launch day window in order to steal the spotlight. And as a result, nobody is talking about the immersive PlayStation 5. So, let's take a look at this dishonest product and see what the fuss is all about.
Demon Souls, a game made by Hidetaka Miyazaki of From Software. Let the review begin. I'm not gonna waste time trying to make my character look cool and appealing. I'm also not going to go through and analyze all the different jobs. I'm just gonna look up what the best one is so that I can start playing already.
Konnichiwa, Beredu-san. Welcome.
Okay, pretty bad graphics. As you probably noticed, my mind is operating on a critical and objective level right now, so that is why I could notice the graphics straight away.
That's something most people wouldn't notice right away. So that's a good sign. Let's continue on.
So, the game has the exact same controls as Dark Souls. I'm not gonna go over it again, so if you want my input on that, you can watch my Dark Souls review. I'll leave a link to it in the description. While you're down there, feel free to click like on the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also click the bell to be notified about my future content.
I recommend doing that.
There's also a comment section down there where you can communicate with other swordlings. Also, if you leave a comment, it will benefit the video so that more people can see it. If you don't know what to write, you can just type a simple greeting like hello, hi, or konnichiwa. You can also share this video with others on social media or forums like Reddit or to a friend on Discord. Anyway, time to fight the boss.
Wow. What is this place? Is this a church or something? Moshi mosh!
Well, let's just keep going. But what in Kami-sama's name is going on here? I'm trying to fight off these zombies, but there are just too many of them, and the sword is as useful as dried Japanese nore wakame seaweed. A non-reviewer would probably wonder how this got past quality assurance and turn the game off. But speaking from a game reviewer's perspective, I'd say there were no game testers for this. There is no way to get through here like this. I've been thinking about using the Dengeki Bunko scoring system for my reviews. The reason for this is because the Famitsu scoring system only goes up to 40, but the Dengeki Bunko
Stop
scoring
spamming in
system
chat.
goes all the way up to 400, which allows me to give the game a more accurate score. Let me know what you swordlings think about it below in the comment section, or on the official Sef-sama Discord server. The link to the official Sephiroth Sword 57 Discord server is in the description below. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that using magic almost makes this game playable.
Yes, time them out.
The problem is that once you run out of MP, there is no way to attack the enemies anymore. And since melee weapons like swords don't work in this, there is no way for me to make progress without replenishing my MP.
And how do you recover MP, you ask? Well, of course you have to stand still and wait until the MP meter has replenished. So let's have fun and wait for 7 minutes before we can start playing again.
And yes, I counted. You have to
This
wait
is
for
insane.
exactly 7 minutes and 37 seconds before you can keep playing. I could have left the game and made some ramen while this was happening, but there might be enemies lurking about, so I had to have my eyes glued to the TV the entire time. This issue could have been easily fixed by having inns where you can rest to replenish HP
Cherry-san.
and MP, like a normal game would have.
Arigato.
After a bit of exploring, I tried going up these stairs. Artificial difficulty. I guess this is a good time to mention these ambiguous numbers down in the corner of the screen. And no, I haven't found a single use for them whatsoever so far. Another great addition to the game. So after a couple of minutes of exploring, I encountered this dragon who is spewing fire alongside a bridge.
Now this looks awfully familiar.
Yes, that's right. Hidetaka Miyazaki likes to use the same tricks over and over for his games without an ounce of creativity in sight. He is a very lazy man who reuses themes and ideas from previous FromSoft titles constantly.
Yep.
Which is another sign that he has no idea what he's doing and is desperately trying to put together games so that they can be shipped out to stores as fast as possible in order for him to make a quick buck.
Wow, such good game design, Mr. Hidetaka Miyazaki. And yes, I am not wasting Japanese honorifics on you. Sorry, okay.
So next up, I open another path and I'm back at the beginning of the stage? As a game designer myself, I shudder at the thought of forcing the players to do something like this. There is also another path that has opened up that leads to the next boss. But if the boss was right here at the beginning of the level, what was the point of all the exploring I did earlier? Now, I'm out of MP again, and I don't feel like waiting about anymore. Luckily, there is a trick to get full MP in this game. All I have to do is go back to the Nexus, and my HP and MP will be refilled. This is quite the oversight. If they just added an inn where you can rest and get full health and MP, people wouldn't have to resort to tricks like this. So now I have full MP. It's time to face the boss. And what a joke. All I did was use my magic over and over until it died. Well, whatever. Let's head back to the Nexus.
The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the mind, the life ether.
So annoying.
The mind, to
Blah 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 blah. Urusai ne! Bitch.
So at this point I have to look for someone or something called the Monumental. The game doesn't specify who or what it is, and the Nexus is huge. I spent more than an hour looking for this Monumental without any luck, so I decided to get rid of some NPCs in my boredom. But then I finally found the Monumental, and it's this tiny baby creature who is hidden among other dead ones. I spent way too much time looking for this thing, and this is what I get? I think I've had enough.
Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Nope.
15 out of 400.
And there it is. This is a real quote as well, by the way. That Miyazaki quote is real. Well, I hope this audience enjoyed that. It's one of my, I think it's one of my favorite reviews. Kurasan, hey Chef Daddy 69, is that, no, that's, you're thinking about Chef Daddy 57, and that's not me, that's just, Chef Daddy 57 is just a character I created. I'm Sephiroth Sword 57, or Chef-sama. He's like a, you could say he's like a bad Western version of me. That's who Chef Daddy 57 is. Why did it not turn off properly? Very strange. Well, let's get the music back on. There we go. But yes. What can you expect? Trashy Westerners will buy whatever. Of course he got away with this thievery. Yes, it's interesting. What a disaster of a game. Review was phenomenal. Oh, arigato. Yes. Yes, it's a very good review. I've been thinking, what gets Japanese devs to make games like this? They've been too influenced and brainwashed about Western culture. That's pretty much it. Have you heard of Elden Ring? I've only heard the name, and it's a FromSoft game, so it's gonna be bad. But what is a good game design in your eyes? Most Japanese games that aren't influenced by Western game design philosophies, aka movie designs, rather, where Westerners like to make movies instead of games, but calling them games anyway. Doesn't happen with Japanese games. They're actually good games. Do I have an OnlyFans? No, but I have been thinking about it. I have ideas for one that I think would be fun, but it's something I'm gonna have to think about. So I know you don't like Nintendo, but what about Nintendo RPGs and animes? I know. Nintendo RPGs are, well, bad. Have you seen them? Have you seen those Mario RPGs? Wow. The only ones that unfortunately would have been good games were the ones by Camelot. For those of you that don't know, they made Golden Sun. Golden Sun would have been a good game if it was released on something else and it wouldn't be restricted by Nintendo stuff. I would have loved to see a good version of Golden Sun. There's also that what are they called? Monolith, something like that. They made the Xenoblade. Also has the director who made the absolutely amazing and one of the greatest games ever made, Xenogears. But unfortunately, he is forced to release it on Nintendo systems. So, there's that. Now they're making games for Nintendo systems. That Xenoblade game was a Nintendo game. Nintendo exclusive. Unfortunately. For me, the Ubisoft formula is one of the most baka things happen to game design. Absolutely, yes. I don't know why. It's so they don't care about games. They want to make products that they can release as soon as possible so that they can make money off of it. And people are falling for it because they don't know better. They have some good music. I bet. It's just too bad that you don't get to experience it in a good way. What is the origin of your hate for Nintendo? It's not just hate. It's just well, I've been screwed over too many times by Nintendo. It started when I made this channel, and there were copyright claims. There were other things to try and screw with me from Nintendo's side. I already disliked Nintendo very much before that, and I had my suspicions of them, of their bad deeds that they've done and are still doing, that many people don't know about. But it is deserved hate. It is deserved hate, and people are starting to wake up, as you all know. People are waking up right now. There's YouTubers, big YouTubers, talking about how bad Nintendo is, and something's happening. Bring joy, also known as brainwash, is what it is. They like to brainwash people into and condition them into liking bad games. So even when they're an adult, they still play Nintendo games, even though they are almost in their 30s and they still play Nintendo games. They're clearly meant for children. So yes, they have a problem. They're a problem to the industry, and that people are still pretending. There's still people that are in denial about Nintendo. We're starting to see people wake up. Like I said, many people said they don't want to support Nintendo until they change. Good on them. Very, very good. It needs to happen. I don't think the only reason Nintendo would be able to kinda change is if they got rid of everyone on there right now, all those manipulative developers they have, and bring on new people. But they're already the company's already way too deep in with the Yakuza, so I don't think there's much that can be done. It might be good in the beginning, but then it will be slowly go back to how it is right now. Unfortunately. Bigu-san, ohayo, welcome. What other YouTubers are spreading the word about Nintendo? I want to see their content as well. I don't watch their channel, because they usually make videos that I personally don't care about. Someone called Ordinary Gamer, I think that his name, made a video about how bad Nintendo was, and he proved that he was a Nintendo fan before all of this, which is what was interesting. I think his name is Critical. It's also a big YouTuber, who also talked about what bad Nintendo is, and there's more. There's way more. And it's a fact. It's a fact that Nintendo are doing very, very bad practices. And they always had. But people were putting up with it because they've been conditioned to think that it's okay. That's all it is. Nokia? I don't know if they would be able to. Nintendo's way too big for stuff like that. But there was something else I wanted to bring up with. Yes, they're connected. Since their connections to the Yakuza is too big, there's no one will be able to buy them out. It won't work. And since they have so many loyal slaves around the world, that's too big of a market for them to let up, because they will buy anything Nintendo releases without a second thought. So, Who can defeat the Yakuza? At the moment, not many. Their influence is way too big. Certainly no Westerners, that's for sure. It's a video about Nintendo brainwashing. What video? Oh, I can't. It's not showing up in chat. I don't think anyone else can see it either. I don't see any links showing up in chat. Oh, it did show up there. But that's very interesting. But it didn't show up in the chat itself. So I can't click any links. YouTube has this thing where you can't post links in the chat. It's very strange. I've been trying to look into the settings, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work to get rid of. I wanted to fix that, and I don't know how YouTube works with some stuff. They're really sneaky. I remember when I tried. Let's see right now. Maybe because what I did before the stream is that I made sure that the stream was put on. So monetization was put on. I put it on right now, or before the stream, so that the stream would be monetized. Now let's see. Let's see if they did or not. It is on. Sometimes it's not on. Very strange. As we know, each evil regime will end eventually. Nintendo is no exception. Well, we will see. Only time will tell. Get that bag, Seth. Bag? What bag? They'll show up in live chat. Top chat will call them out as spam, which they were. Oh, okay. Top chat. Why do I have to change that to live chat? Very strange. Well, I changed it now. There we go. So, I have been working on a couple of videos. I can't say what they are. I want us to be a surprise. But I also have there is some cut content from the last review that I'm gonna be uploading on Patreon a little bit later after the stream. I told Dave that I wanted those clips. They were stuff that I decided to cut from the video in the end, and those are going up for super swordlings. You can watch that later. They're very short, but it really depends on the video. Well, I didn't get to see the video because of the weird chat. I don't know why it was like that. Give us a clue. Let's just say they aren't reviews, but they're topical. I can say that. They're topical videos that people will find interesting, I think. And they're coming out soon, either this week or well, we will see. Well, not this, I guess this coming week. We will see if it comes out, or it's coming out next year. I don't know if I'll be able to upload anything before the end of the year. We will see. I got a stalker? Really? But I don't really mind too much. Inko-san. Hi Sef-sama. Sorry for joining so late. I was a bit of a baka and fell asleep. Oh, that can happen. That can totally happen. You're probably exhausted from something. I will be going for another hour, so don't worry about it. The stream will keep going, and you can watch the stream after the archived version, in case you want to see the first 2 hours. Lazar Beam is my dad. Belle Delphine is my mom, and you, Sef-sama, are my daddy. I don't understand. I don't really get it. I'm not. I don't have any children, so. But yes, new videos are coming, and I am very excited. Westo-san, ohayo. Welcome. May I ask? May I say you look mighty kawaii today, Sef-sama. Oh, arigato. That's really nice. I really appreciate it. Yes, I have actually. I actually have a ton of video ideas. Like I've said before, I have 7 videos that I'm currently want to make. So at the beginning, I will. There's gonna be reviews coming out as well, and I think they would be fun. But I think it would be great. What did I get for Christmas? Well, I didn't really get anything. I got food. We don't really celebrate Christmas in our household. We haven't done that in years. I did get as just a present. I got Yakuza 7 from my mom. Not as a Christmas present, but just as a gift outside of Christmas. And I also I got a new jacket. That was nice. I also well, I got a couple of different things. I got some chocolate. But I'm not really too into sweets, as you all know. But that's fine. And I think that's pretty much it. Yes. What are your next year goals? I want to create more videos. Right now, my biggest goal is so that I can get new equipment and start working on Gaiden. That's my new goal. What time is it where you are? It is, yes, it's 2:17 a.m. I was thinking of a game idea the other day. How do you think a Sonic RPG set in feudal Japan would be? I'd love to see Sonic as a samurai. Yes, that would be really sugoi. I love that idea. Would be great. Idea, you should make a cooking with chef channel. Some of my favorite dishes that you could make include bacon, spam, ramen, milk, blood, spaghetti. Okay, no, that won't work. I've been thinking about doing some cooking stuff. I wouldn't make a whole channel for it though. But could you ever do a Draw My Life? Well, I technically already have. I did do the story of Seth-sama, which is a video I made. It's almost a 30-minute video. 28 minutes and 35 seconds long video called The Story of Seth-sama. I can link it in chat. There it is. And it goes through from when I was a child all the way up through just from when I was a teenager, and when I started learning about Japanese culture, and until I started working on videos. It's very interesting. I suggest you totally check it out if you want to know more about my background and how my life was before YouTube. Oh, is this a link? What is this? I've seen this channel before. This is some weird channel. I don't think I'll watch that on right now. You could do Sugoi cooking stream. Yes, that would be fun to do. If I may ask, what's your favorite Japanese candy? Pocky. It's my favorite one. It's not too sweet, and the bread is really nice. Yes, there's a lot of interesting things, and also if you Swordlings are interested, my last stream I went over the lore and the timeline of the Sephiroth Sword 57 show and my videos, and I think you're gonna find it really interesting. So I suggest you go and check it out. There's gonna be a link to that. There is a link to that on Twitter. If you go to my Twitter, you will find that I posted about it, and you can find that stream. I find it really interesting. I recommend you listen to an album called Duck Stab by The Residents. I think you would really enjoy it. Really? Well, I guess I'll check that out later. Yes, I have No, I'm not gonna be reading that. Okay, so any other ideas you Soulings have? Do you think, since I already updated the merch store, is there anything on there that you think would be cool if I added? I pretty much added everything that I think your Soulings would like. So, they haven't really expanded their products yet. Although there are a couple of new ones that wouldn't really. I'm sure most people wouldn't wanna buy anyway. I wanted to add socks as well, because there were socks you can also add, but they didn't look very good. They were, unfortunately, they were not very nice ones. So I didn't add them. And there's other things I want to do. I want to be more active on... Oh! Bento-san, arigato for subscribing. There's some other things I would like to add and start. I want to be more active on Twitter. I want also to point out that if you ever want to ask me something on Twitter, you can tweet me there. I usually answer stuff that people ask me on Twitter if they aren't awful. Let us know what you think about Duck Stab, please. I'll look that up after later. Oh, well, this has been a good hangout. I didn't have any other plans for this stream, and I'm thinking about that I'm gonna have the next stream, since it's a new year, I want it to be something special for that stream. I have a couple of things planned, but if you sortlings have any good ideas for a New Year stream, it will be on the 2nd. I guess it's January the 2nd. What is this link here? I don't know what that is. Can you do a backflip? I probably could. There's no reason to do it though. Really, there's no viable part of martial arts where you need to do a backflip. So there's no reason to be able to do stuff like that. So I'm mostly interested in what when it comes to physical activity. If it's not usable when it comes to real life martial arts, I don't really see. I don't see the point. Have I watched Gintama? Yes, I have not watched all of it. It has a very many episodes. I did watch the first, I would say the first 100 episodes I've watched. Great show, very funny, and the setting is great. I think the setting makes for some really fun comedy. Can't play Fortnite with... No, thank you. I made a review on Fortnite, and I already said what I think of that game. I don't play. I don't play stuff like that. But that reminds me. What fighting games would you sortlings play the most? I have Samurai Showdown Showdown. Street Fighter 5 and Guilty Gear Exado, Rev 2 to be specific. I have those 3 available on my PS4. So and I can play them. I also have Tekken 7. Play COD? No. I don't even know anything that you say, Kudo-san. I don't understand what your language. Gintama is my favorite anime of all time. It only gets better, I promise you. Wow, really? I should keep watching. It's been a very long time since I last watched it. No, Dede-san, I won't be playing Fortnite. I don't want to waste I already uninstalled it. It's not even on my computer anymore. I did it right after I did the review. But yes, fighting games would be great. And let me know on the Sephiroth Sword 57 Discord server. There's a link to it in the description. And I'm sure there is a link at least. There should be. But there is... but you should... The Sef-sama Discord server... I'm thinking about putting up a fighting game channel there. So you can share your fighting game stuff. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yes, I have that as well. I'm not up to date and I don't have the latest season pass for that. I don't have all the characters. It's been a while since I played it. But I could definitely play that online. That would be fun. But yes, I'm gonna make a channel on the Discord server, and I will let you Swordlings know if there is any fighting. Well, I will definitely. Maybe we can have a fighting game session on the New Year stream next Saturday. We can play some fighting games. If we're talking fighting games, Tekken 3 for the PS1 is one of the best. Yes, Tekken 3 is really sugoi. That's a really good one. I would really like to play Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter is one, I would say it's one of the best fighting games ever. Unfortunately, there's no way to play it online viably right now. But it's coming. Sega is coming out with something, and it's gonna be interesting. Master Chief or Kratos? None. They're boring Western characters. Skullgirls is sugoi, but I think it's made by Westerners, sadly. Yes, I don't want to play that. Remember Life with PlayStation on PS3? I do. Jiju-san, Sef-sama, I recently purchased one of your hoodies for my friend as a Christmas present. Oh, they were here I think they were here in stream. It was absolutely sugoi and he loved it as expected. Arigato, you're a legend. Oh, arigato. Arigato for buying some of my merch. That's really great. And as a Christmas present too. Wow. Is someone in chat? I don't see them. Is someone in chat being... I don't see anyone in chat acting up. learn to keep your mouth shut. Yes, very much so. I'm not okay with that. But yes, as you know, there is a okay. Baka, disgusting Westerners, I bet. So they can't behave normally. Probably a bunch of Nintendo fans. Sonic the Fighters. Yes, I talked about that in my Smash Brothers review really quickly. That was a fun game. It was really good. I'm not good at fighting games, but I do enjoy side-scrolling beat-em up, like Streets of Rage. Yes, those are fun games. I do like beat-em ups a lot. This is backlash from the review, Seth. Take it as a job well done. You struck a nerve with the criticism. Good job. Oh, arigato. Yes, that is pretty much what's going on. And remember, if you've been timed out, there's a good reason for it. If you keep going on, you will be gone and banned forever. So keep that in mind. Absolutely baka behavior by these Westerners. They lack discipline and respect. No surprise coming from a bunch of Nintendo fans. There might be Nintendo fans, we don't know. Anyway, yes, fighting games is some of the more fun versus activities online, I think. I do really want to play with other swordlings. If you have a PlayStation 4, I don't know if you can play with people on the PS5, but I don't know what kind of fighting games there are on there. But I would like to play some Samurai Showdown or Street Fighter 5 or Dragon Ball Fighters or well, I guess Tekken 7, Guilty Gear. I have a couple of games. My gamer tag on PS4, I have to look it up, but I definitely share it on the Seth Sama Discord server. I'm pretty sure it's Seth Sama. But I will share it on there once I get everything set up and working. Have you seen the new Yakuza meeting place recently built in Japan? I can't believe this. What is this? I have seen the... Okay. Yes. Yes. I do want to talk about it. I'm gonna save that for something in the future, but I have something to say about it. Wow, it's really awful, isn't it? It is laughable. Well, just that they make a place like that as children It's like they make it for children. Oh, we know what it's really for. But it's interesting. If you audience have any more questions about the new video, for example, we already watched it on stream. Again, a reminder, because a lot of people seems to have not gotten them in their feed. There's a new Sephiroth Sword 57 review, Seph-sama review, out on the channel of Demon Souls. It was released on Friday. Seph-sama, I was wondering if you have read the manga Chainsaw Man. In my opinion, it's absolutely subarashi. I have not. I do know about it though, but I have not read it. I would like to look into more manga. I have read a little bit of manga recently, and it's been a fun time. And I want to get back into reading manga and watching anime again. It would be great. Can I have your bath water? I don't have that. And okay, you're banned. Goodbye. Disgusting gaijin. Leave. Rumor is Chainsaw Man is getting an anime adaptation by Studio Mappa. Interesting. Naruhodo. Interesting. Leave it to Nintendo fans to post crap that in people's chat. Yes. Let me get something to drink, my swordlings. My Pokken is ready, in case I need it. Yosh! All right. Disgusting Nintendo fan. Yes, there's a lot of Nintendo bakas. There are people that are slowly, and there are some swordlings that are getting they're going through rehabilitation right now to well, for their Nintendo brainwashing, which is good. And there are a couple of swordlings who, unfortunately, are still so brainwashed that they look at Nintendo games and they're still excited about them, but they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong, and they've talked about it openly. That they're disgusted by themselves and they can't do anything about it, but it will slowly go away with time. Chef-sama, do you like creating your own characters in video games, or do you prefer one that are already developed? I prefer games that have a developed good character, because otherwise, what good is the story if they don't have a character planned out? If you're just playing some bland, just some Western game-like character with no personality whatsoever, there's no point. There's no point to it. However, there are some games that are very gameplay focused, which is very nice. There is Dragon's Dogma. I would recommend. It's a very fun game, and character creation is also fun. Okay. Shide! Get away from my stream! Another baka gone. That's what you get. Are you in a relationship, Sef-sama? No, I am not. I am currently not very interested in a relationship unless it's happened naturally. It's not something I'm looking for right now. I just wanna work on my art right now. My videos. I want to share about stuff about Japanese culture, and I need to. My goal right now is to make it big on YouTube, big enough so that people know who I am, so that I can talk about Japanese culture in a more and spread as much of it as I can. Which is why I am open to working with other YouTubers. As of last the podcast I did with General Sam, because it will make people, well, there will be more people showing up and watching my videos, learn more about Japanese culture. I think it's good. Any Japanese hololive streamers you like, Chef-sama? Corone. And Pecora are my favorites. They're really kawaii. And really funny. Are you currently taking Japanese classes, Chef-sama? No, I am not. I've never taken Japanese classes. I've learned everything on my own. Through internet and videos and anime. As well as manga. Are there any part of Japanese culture that you don't necessarily like or are into? Time out. Stop talking such nonsense. Keep doing that and you will get banned. Why did it pause? Why did it pause? No, there aren't any parts of Japanese culture that are bad. I think it's all very interesting. Even if I'm not interested in that, in a couple of parts of the, there are of course other parts that I don't know a lot about. Like for example, research and technology, when it comes to tech and stuff like that, and how it works, and that's not really my where my interest lies. I'm more into the art part, though I do like talking about Japan's achievement when it comes to technology and science. I like history a lot. History and art is where it's my more where my interest lies. And of course food as well. My favorite tonkatsu ramen is my favorite Japanese food. Nava-san, overworking is prevalent in Japanese culture. That's a thing I don't like. Well, if most Japanese people are okay with it, most people that I've talked to have all said that Westerners are very lazy and they complain about work while they work a lot and don't complain. I've seen that a lot. It all depends on. It seems to be a cultural thing. I'm not surprised that Westerners are lazy in comparison, because they are. Favorite shogun? I have to think about that one, because that's a very interesting topic. The other day I was at the store and I couldn't decide on a ramen brand. There are many. You don't have to go into detail. I know it may be a future stream, but any quick recommendation? Any Nissin products are great, I think. Demai ramen is a good one when it comes to instant ramen. That's the one I go for. It's on a more expensive side, but they always make the good stuff. What's your favorite part of Japanese culture? I would personally say video games. The video game culture in Japan is what started. It's the one that I first got into was video games, Japanese video games, even though I didn't know it at the time. I'm sorry, what was the more expensive brand? And yes, the more expensive, Demai Ramen. It's a Nissin brand that is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's very good. Sayonara everyone, I have to go to bed now. Oh, Seri-san, arigato for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night. Oyasumi. have you thought of making a TikTok? I have not thought about it, but I don't. The reason why is because I don't really get it, and I don't know what type of videos I could even make on there if I did. Because as you all know, I like just doing reviews and stuff like that. So I don't have an idea of what I could make. Any video that would go on TikTok, Sefsama, could just as well put up on Twitter. Naruto. I see. Do you have a favorite place / location in Japan? Any major cities? I've only been to Japan once, and I only stayed in Tokyo during that time. But I really want to visit Kyoto and some other places as well. It's just that I've next time I go, I will definitely I will definitely go check out the other cities. I will travel. I will travel the whole country because it's not very big. You could definitely do that in 2 weeks. Kyoto is the most beautiful city in Japan. Really? I do have interest in checking out all the other cities in Japan. It's gonna be great once I actually go. I'm gonna have a lot of plans. I can't wait to make videos there. That would be really fun. I'm thinking that I'm gonna at that point I'm gonna have a laptop too, so I can have the videos ready and maybe send them over to Dave, or if I make them myself while I'm over there. Is today's stream an extra long one, or is it the standard 3 hours? It's a 3 hours, so we're ending in 20 minutes. But next Saturday might be a longer one. Says it would be a New Year special. And I want some. Oh, like I said earlier, I don't think I got to finish my thought. If you have any ideas for what I should do on the New Year stream, which will be next Saturday, let me know, because I would appreciate your Swordling's input. You can talk to me on Twitter. Send me a tweet on Twitter, or go on the Sefsama Discord server. There's a link to the Sephiroth 57 Discord server in the description. Do you still operate a forklift, by the way? I do, yes. Although there's not been any work during Christmas. So yes, that would be a I'm gonna start working, I guess, next Monday. Not this Monday, but the one after. full playthrough of Sonic and Knuckles 3 would be nice on a New Year's stream. Oh, that would take up a lot of time, though. I think it would be fun to play, but I think it also takes up a lot of time. I do think it would be fun to play some games. That's why I'm thinking about what playing fighting games would be fun, because it would be with the swordlings. Oh. But I'll figure that one out. If you come up with anything that would be fun, some talked about that I should do watch Gaki no Tsukai on the Batsu game, but I can't really. They seem to be going really hard on those re-uploads on YouTube, so I won't be able to stream. I absolutely won't be able to stream the new ones. Some Tekken, yes, I have Tekken 7 on PS4, so it will definitely be PS4 games. I will be making a channel on the Discord server about that. I also have. Hold on. Of course, I am also prepared for fighting games with this. So, if you swordlings are ready to fight me in fighting games, I will be listing the fighting games, and if we plan on playing some fighting games, I will put up a poll on all the fighting games I have, and we'll see how many swordlings. Because if we realize that if there is a game that no swordling will be able to play, there's no reason to play it. Yes, this is what I always play with when I play fighting games. I do prefer a fight stick. So, Deepa-san, ohayo, welcome. Here we go. Who's my favorite Street Fighter? My character, my main go-to character in Street Fighter in the past has been Oro. And he's coming for Street Fighter 5, so I am excited about that. But before then, it was Chon in Street Fighter Second Impact. But other than that, I like to go with Dio. There are other characters that I play as a few times, once in a while. But those have been my main. And Street Fighter 5, I like Seth. It's just my main in there. Although I haven't played a lot of Street Fighter 5, so. But the Street Fighter characters are great in general. But like I said before, Virtua Fighter is also a really, really great a really great series that is coming back soon. Sega did that announcement earlier this year about Virtua Fighter. That's exciting. Do you have a favorite King of Fighters character? Yes, Iori. Iori is my favorite one. Oh, I don't. It's my favorite King of Fighters character. Absolutely. I do like a lot of King of Fighters characters in general, but Iori is my favorite, absolutely. I also have King of Fighters 14, but I don't know how many of you Swordlings have that on PS4. So guys, my favorite is Terry Bogard. But Iori is definitely my second favorite. Oh, Terry is great. Yes, I do like the Fatal Fury characters as well. I like most of the characters in there. My Alucard one, right here. I don't have him. I don't have him on screen right now. But yes, of course, I still have him. Still one of my favorite characters ever. So good. So good. Oh. Alright. 10 minutes left. And then I will be wrapping up the stream after that. This was a fun stream to catch up with you Swordlings. Oh, my Sephiroth? Absolutely. Here's my Sephiroth. He doesn't have his Masamune right now, but he should be holding it in one of his hands. In this hand specifically. I wanted to put him in a different pose, but I do like the Masamune too much. The Masamune look too. Hold on, there we go. I'm just trying to get a good. There we go. That's a good pose. Ow. He doesn't have a wing in this one. There he goes. Am I seeing wrong, or is there a copy of Choo Choo Rocketto on your shelf? You're not seeing it wrong. I have it. Choo Choo Rocketto nemmi o taskeru Choo Choo Rocketto neko wa kawaii Choo Choo Rocketto Rocketto sugoi Shubababa. It's great. Yes, this is my. I might as well. I've showed these off so many times. It's always fun to show them off though, so I don't mind it. Yes, this is my Yosuke. that I've had this for a couple of years. I really like this one. Make sure nothing is. It's good. Yes. A bit closer to. That's good. Okay. Yes, he's posable as well, and I do have. I need to know where I put it. I have the Masamune somewhere. But yes. Red, I can't read your name. I hear that Seth-sama is a pretender, aka not a real Nintendo fan. I am not a Nintendo fan, no, I've never been. I wouldn't like to be called a Nintendo fan at all. Shigoi, is Diamond is Unbreakable your favorite JoJo part? Mine is Steel Ball Run. Mine is also Steel Ball Run. But part 4 is my second favorite. What are some other... I really want to get more stuff for the... That's also something that I want to do. One of the goals that I have on my Patreon is when I reach $250 on there, I will start buying every month. I will buy some either equipment or games to review and stuff like that, and that would be great for stuff like clothes too, that I want to have for videos. It could just props for the videos and stuff, and cameras. So what are you so what if you have any interest in becoming a patron? There's also a link in the description for that. If you're interested, you do get some exclusive stuff on there as well. Mostly sneak peeks and stuff like that. Hope you do another episode with Thought Cups. Oh, okay. Yes, it must have been my brother then. Oh, definitely. I recognize the name, but not any more than that. No, so that's how it is. Yes, we're twin brothers. He's my twin brother. I get that a lot. We do get that a lot. If you see Dave, please tell him. Yes, I can tell him that. Yes. I personally see vague resemblance at best, but understandable. Okay. Well, I think we have different personalities and tastes and just fashion sense, if you can say that. What's your least favorite Final Fantasy game? A game called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. On the Super Nintendo. Really bad. Really awful. Have you ever noticed that you never see Dave and Seth in the same room? Yes, because we don't live together. We barely see each other. We talk sometimes. But yes, he's not really here in my home that much. I think last time was a year ago he was here. Any Let's Play soon? I have not thought about it. I don't know. Right now I'm just focusing on videos. I think those are more just making stuff like well, reviews, cover videos, cover songs, that is. And just overall, I would like to make more informative, fun videos. I have a couple of those planned that are gonna be very informative and interesting. I don't really have any plans on any Let's Plays. Although it would be interesting. If you called Seth-sama now, then what do we call Seth Daddy 57? Well, he's still called Seth Daddy 57. I'm still called Sephiroth Sword 57 as well. It's just the channel that has changed the name. That's all. You should review other people's game reviews. I'm actually thinking about doing a critique on a few game reviews that I think would be interesting on big reviewers that make awful reviews. I think one of those people you probably know about already. A certain person did a Sonic Adventure 2 review. Awful one. Seth Otosama 57. Review Anthony Fantano. I don't really know much about that guy. I don't watch him. It's something to do with music. I don't care about any of that. Not the music he talks about, at least. I don't really know. He's some bald nerd guy. That would be fun to do. I have already thought about doing that. What game soundtrack is your favorite? Chrono Cross is definitely up there among the best soundtracks ever. Molsat Doma. I don't know what that is. But yes, Chrono Cross. Go listen to the Chrono Cross soundtrack. It is absolutely amazing. Let me just play one song from the soundtrack. and I'm sure you will immediately understand. Really good song. Is there an official Sef-sama Spotify playlist? No, I don't use Spotify. And I can't upload any of my covers onto Spotify either. They're really picky with that stuff. I had tried in the past and it doesn't work. Yes, it's a very good song, wasn't it? Chrono Cross. Check that one out. The whole soundtrack is great. Yes, I have SoundCloud. I have a SoundCloud for my covers. Wait, where is it? I'm pretty sure I have it. Where is it? Sef-sama. I believe it's just Sef-sama. Oh, here we are. Oh. Oh, it's Sephiroth Sword 57. Okay. Oh, it actually says Sef-sama up. Sef-sama Sephiroth Sword 57. That's strange. Check it out. I do have a SoundCloud. It's just a couple of, just a few ones up here. Because I can only upload those that I made the music myself. If I upload videos, if I upload anything that I haven't done myself, where I did the instrumental, it won't. They would just just remove the song. So. What is your midi Kurorian count? I don't know what that means. Yes. Yes. On the Beach of Dreams. It's a. The plot is also really great in Chrono Cross. Really great game. Do you remember when Shari screamed in lowercase when she wanted in the house? I had no idea what you're talking about. It's a star. Okay, it's some nerd thing then. Okay, understood. I don't care for that stuff. Okay, so we are at the end of the stream, my short link. I would just like to remind everyone that if you haven't turned on the bell for the channel, as we saw earlier, some Swordlings hadn't seen the video. They didn't even know I made a new video. You will be reminded. You will get a little notification when a new video is out. And don't worry, you won't get a ton of notifications. Only when a new video is out, which is not very often. At most, it's once a week. What's my favorite Japanese movie? Yojimbo. It's my favorite. But yes, and also join the Sephard Sword 57 Discord server. There's a link to it in the description if you haven't already. Be sure to read the rules, very important, so you don't get banned from there. And there are you can send me as many notifications as you want. Or arigato. Yes. Yes. Also come follow me on Twitter if you haven't subscribed already. That would be great if you could. There's also yes, streams every Saturday. This was a bit of a different one, but there's streams every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central European Time, and I believe 8 a.m. Tokyo or Japan time, I believe. But anyway, I hope you Swordlings had a great time. I'm sure you had. I had a great time myself. And even though there were some Baka Nintendo fans in here ruining the fun, it turned out great. Arigato for all the contributions, all the kifu this stream. And arigato for your questions and for hanging out. And I hope you Swordlings have a good night, evening, morning, or day. And I will see you on the next stream or video. Moshi mosh!